History Day is a program for students in 6th grade all the way up to 12th grade to compete in an area that they enjoy in terms of history. Every year the project changes in terms of its theme. This year's theme was conflict and compromise. So students have to create a project either individually or in a group that relate around that year's theme. Students can choose one of 5 different mediums to present their project. They can either write a paper, do a performance, make an exhibit, build a website, or create a documentary video. Students from South every year create a variety of all the projects. But this year I am here with our Johannes-Isle's first ever national qualifier, SAMME MOLINO. SAMME wrote a paper. And SAMME, real quick, so happy to have you here today. Tell us about your paper.
So I wrote a paper called The Assumption Bill, A Compromise at the Dinner Table, which is about the Compromise of 1790, in which the Assumption Bill was passed, which meant that the federal government would assume the state's debts, and the Residence Act was passed, which stated that the capital of the U.S. would be in Washington, D.C.
So that this project started in September when the school year began. Through September, October, November, a lot of first-hand research took place. SAMME went to libraries and museums and contacted local experts to kind of create her paper and get all of her citations in order. In late February, early March, SAMME competed in the district competition, which is the 5 area counties around Franklin County. She advanced to the state competition, which then has the entire state there, so winners from every county essentially. And then just this past weekend, she competed and scored as one of the best papers in the state of Ohio. And now she'll go on to represent South at the national competition in College Park, Maryland. So SAMME, if you had to kind of summarize your experience this year, what did you enjoy about it?
I liked the research aspect of it, and I liked using so many different sources to create a paper that was my own, and sorting through sources and seeing which evidence would help my paper and make it better.
Absolutely. So of all that work, there's a lot of work involved, what was the most challenging?
The most challenging thing was keeping within the word limit. Quotes counted for your word limit, and this event, there were so many things that happened, and it was hard to really encompass everything that happened within 2,500 words.
If you had advice to give to any next year 6th grader or 7th grader who's competing for the first time, what advice would you give them?
Start early, because you're going to want to get quotes from experts, and you're going to want to go to places where that specialize in research, and you're going to want a lot of time for that.
So any student out there who's interested in the program, we take everybody who's interested. There are meetings every year when the school year begins to talk about the theme and to get people interested. So we'd love to have you out. SAMME also won a separate side award called the American Founding Award for her paper, which awarded her basically a scholarship for college down the road. So we're thrilled with her. SAMME, awesome work.